Greetings, partners. Read the disclaimer, please. Hi there, lovely individuals. Paypo Coin Channel. To those who celebrate, have a happy Halloween. We will discuss XRP and my intriguing theory regarding the market's present situation. Following the sell-off last night, we're witnessing a slight recovery. We'll discuss the newest and finest as well as an update on XRP ETFs and when they might be released. Perhaps very soon. To spread those positive vibes, all I ask is that you smile at me. Smash the like button, Smishity. We have a Halloween surprise as well. Let's get started, and you'll want to watch through to the very finish to find out. Thus, at this moment, XRP is trading at $2.48. At $2.37, XRP completely declined. Our sell-off was really intriguing, but it was still higher than what we observed on Friday, October 17th. Bitcoin dropped all the way to the level of support. As you can see, it rebounded off of it just as you saw it. It's really fascinating how it struck the support level and then rebounded. Technical analysis is often effective. It does and doesn't at different times. Once more, we make use of every available tool to help us acquire a picture that can help us formulate a theory about what we wish to do. Correct. As usual, I won't give you instructions. Of course, financial advice is not for you. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. Very, very significant. I have no idea what the market will do on a daily basis, all right? Very, very significant. Well, we did observe the same issue from Ethereum as well. This is where it hits the support zone. In fact, I'd like to map that out. Well, if you neglected to hit the like button, this is the perfect moment to do so while I'm working on that. Well, however, today is a really fascinating day. Friday is a freaky day. Due to option expirations, we have occasionally seen Friday display us one direction before turning around. On Friday, the markets are a little bit volatile. Therefore, once more, you must also take that into account. I'm getting a little vibrations from a theory I have regarding the current state of affairs. I'm not sure, perhaps because the Fed and the president's meeting with the other president both had positive news. Because of that meeting, the concern that led to the October 10th massive sell-off is essentially gone. But we did see a sell-off yesterday, right? It seems as though someone, possibly a large dog, may be partially dismantling their assets. My hypothesis and worry is that on 10/10, a large organization, business, or individual in the cryptocurrency market will be a big dog. Became substantially liquidated. Recall that on that day, more than $20 billion was liquidated. Additionally, they may have been in a very difficult financial situation and have been selling off possessions to pay off creditors or anyone else who is giving them time to make up for their losses or something similar. Back then, SPF and Almeida were the ones pulling all the stunts. We can't really understand why these sell-offs are occurring when we have excellent news, so perhaps this time there's something going on behind the scenes that we're unaware of. All right, once more, this is merely my personal hypothesis. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Since the stock market is doing well, this is simply what I believe could be going on in the market. These large selling have not occurred in the stock market, but they have occurred in the cryptocurrency market. It is true that the cryptocurrency market is thought to be more volatile than the stock market, yet the movement is still somewhat strange. I'm frequently asked, "What do you think, Avi? Is this typical?" I respond, "Hey, listen, I'm also a little confused about this market. Although I am aware of the reason for it, I am also baffled or confused by it. The reason for this is that it isn't acting in the manner I had anticipated. And, this is a part of the market, and it happens. Right now, everyone is looking forward to December or Movember. Thus, we'll observe what might occur in this situation. All right, again, exercise extreme caution and keep in mind that market turbulence is possible. All right, we do have a large special celebration for Halloween. If you're interested, we have a lot of XRP going out with our partner, BTCC, and there will be some winners. This will be the case for the entire month. Well, you can participate in it as well. You can visit my website and obtain the indicator if you register via my link, correct? If you're interested, as a present. Additionally, if you're interested, you can join up for the email list alone. Well, the description below has the link. I implore you to trade responsibly. All right. Leverage has the potential to yield significant profits, but it can also result in significant losses. Thus, please exercise caution. All right. It's crucial to keep in mind, update, and monitor the ETF. Thus, Eleanor, who is a fantastic knowledge source, should be followed on X. By the way, you may follow me on X, which is connected to that in the description, at MakerLev, but I will include a link to it in the pinned comment as well, so you can go there and follow me. From now on X, I'll attempt to be a little more active on Twitter. Since it's difficult for me, we'll see whether I can fulfill my pledge to be more active. Scoop, I'm not used to tweeting. The delaying amendment, which prevents a registration from taking effect automatically and grants the SEC timing control, was removed from Canary Fund's amended S1 for its XRP spot ETF. If the Nasdaq approves the 8A application, Canary's XRP ETF will start on November 13th, which is roughly 2 weeks from today. It should be noted that the government reopening may have an impact on the timeline, either shifting it forward if the submission is finished and the SEC is satisfied, or back if staff suggests more comments. It's important to note, though, that the SEC chair appears to support businesses using the auto-effective approach. SEC Chairman Paul Adkins expressed his satisfaction yesterday with companies like MapLight using the 20-day statutory waiting time to go public during the shutdown, even though he was not quite clear on ETF debuts. Last week, Bitwise and Canary launched their Sol, HBAR, and LTC ETFs, using the same legal framework. These ETFs were present before XRP, HBAR, and Litecoin, I believe. Intriguingly, for those who believe that the ETF will be a banana town once it launches, Sol really had little impact on the price. The price of Litecoin increased somewhat, but not significantly. It had a slight pop, but it might have stayed here until Tuesday. Yes. As a result, there was a slight increase of roughly 10%. HBAR was the only one to move significantly. That did, in fact, climb up by around 25%, although it has subsequently fallen off a little. Again, to those who are discussing how certain, this is one of the catalysts, and the price is rising and so on. We are unsure of the precise way the market will respond to an XRP ETF. We have an idea about what it might accomplish in the long run, but once more, there are no promises. We're not precisely sure how the market worked, but we do know that the futures were profitable. The CME futures did well. We observed that the Osprey Rock was incredibly successful. We'll watch how the spot ETFs respond and how it impacts XRP's pricing. Recall that it contributed to the price increase of Bitcoin over a period of several months. Ethereum was a complete failure. It took time, and it sold off once the ETF began trading. Good numbers, not insane numbers, but good numbers, are back in the mix now. Again, I don't want you to overemphasize the possibility that ETFs will be available soon, and that this will be the catalyst for a positive increase for XRP. Let's see. Let's see. Interesting, says Eric from Bloomberg. Issuers believe they were prepared in part because the XRP documents lack the same back-and-forth discussions with SEC as the Solana. Well, it's worth a shot, I suppose. Again, this is not financial advice. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. We'll see whether it eventually comes out and how that might impact the price of XRP. I'm not really sure how the market will respond to each piece of news. Additionally, I keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Be extremely cautious out there, please. Read the disclaimer, please. It was an accident. Time of technical difficulty. I hit the incorrect button. That's something I'm still getting used to. Well, do you recall that we have the promotion? Check that out too if you're interested. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you later, and I hope to see you again soon.